Here. Here. Feel. Here, feel, think.
Hey. Hey, you. You alright, lass? You were mowing something fierce for a while there. Feeling the effects of the aether, I reckon. You'll get used to it, though. Don't worry. You there, halt. What's all this about? Inspection. Men, search the carriage. I'm just an honest peddler, friend, sir. Don't be too disappointed if you don't find nothing, eh? Mind your tongue, old man, lest I cut it out. Sir, look, Somnus. Honest peddler, was it? Since when do honest peddlers deal in prohibited herbs? You're in a lot of trouble, old man. You'll rot in a dungeon till the end of your days, unless you can afford the fine. Business as usual. Ah! Amal'jaa, Amal'jaa, to arms, to arms! Seven hells, consider this a warning. Now go, all of you. That kind of excitement ain't good for the heart. You be careful around them brass blades, lass. Bastards will have the shirt off your back if they fancy it. Like common bandits they are, only less honest. Think the gods are sending some beastmen to the rescue, eh? Hey, seeing as we've still got a long ride ahead, you mind keeping me company till we arrive? Them young'uns don't care much for conversation, see? Brent's the name, and peddling's me trade. And judging by your unusual garments, I'll wager you're one of them new adventurers. I knew it! Going wherever the wind blows, seeking fortune and glory. Now that's what I call a living. So long as you can avoid dying. I mean, ain't no secret that adventuring's a risky business, these days especially. What was it that first attracted you to it? Well, if you ain't inclined to tell, I ain't about to pry. Might be as old Brent's or Chatterbox, but sure as hells ain't no busybody. We all have a secret, the three, don't we? Me? Dozens. And I'd rather they stayed secret too, which is why I don't go sticking me nose where it ain't welcome. Just remember though, there are more important things than fortune and glory, such as breathing. Ain't no profit in being dead, and that's a fact. By the by, is this your first trip to Ul'dah? Yeah. It is? Well then, let this journeyed itinerant tell you the ins and outs of your destination. Ul'dah is ruled by the Sultanate in name, but as most folk know, the Syndicate holds all the real power. Them and their monetarist cronies would happily get rid of her grace altogether, but that won't happen while she still commands the loyalty of all the royalists, and the royalists are nothing if not loyal. These factions have long fought over power, thrown the weight of their wealth against each other, and they show no sign of stopping. Of course, the Lizardmen, that's the Amal'jaa, couldn't care less about Ul'dah politics. They have their own interests, see, and they ain't afraid to use force to serve them. They say war is a gift to pellers, need breathing profit, and though it shames me to say, I'm inclined to agree. Ah, at long last. Behold, Ul'dah, jewel of Thanalan, where folk turn sand into gold. So, hey there, folks, rinimt here, and welcome to Let's Play Final Fantasy XIV. So,
deep in the sun-baked south, surrounded by the shifting sands of an endless desert, she rises, a solitary rose amidst the dust and rock, a symbol of defiance. Her name, Ul'dah. Even with the coming of the 7th Umbral Era, hope springs eternal for the mongers and merchants who vie for lost fortunes in this bustling oasis. As the twin faces of Nold Thal maintain their vigil over all that has been and shall be, the present proffers a brave soul. One whose arrival could mark the beginning of a new era of prosperity for the realm.
and here's where we part ways, lass. I'm off to the markets to deliver me wares, and then it's on to the high road for me. Here, I want you to have this, by way of thanks for putting up with me prattle. You never did tell me your name, though. Hey, but here's an idea. Become the sort of story personage I can brag about having met, and I'll consider us square.
May the traders nurture our fortunes as they kindle the flames which burn within us all. For by fire are we reborn.
May I actually speak now? So yes, welcome to the Let's Play Final Fantasy XIV. So the first thing to note is this is an MMORPG that is receiving constant updates. Well, every 3 months roughly, as long as things don't get delayed by a certain pandemic. And the original, so what's originally called 2.0 through 2.5 recently got remastered, you could say. It got streamlined to be like everything beyond that, and I have been wanting to kind of do this for a while, but then it just kind of didn't happen. Life sort of just happened. Life really happened. And yeah, so obviously there's some caveats to this being an MMO. Oh, hush. I'm talking. It is online. So I cannot guarantee any interactions with other players. I do have a friend that I will be recruiting to help me out with some things, such as not taking forever to get into dungeons. And yeah. You'll also notice I have the logo down in the bottom left. This is because that's where my chat log will be. And that I want to hide that for privacy reasons and just to kind of like respect party chat and all that. So that's just kind of gonna be there. If I think of other things, I'm sure I'll say them right now. Oi, venture, over here. Hey, I mean you. Fresh off the carriage by any chance? How can I tell? Name's Wyman, and my business is knowing every bugger else's. Now then, what if I was to offer you some invaluable advice by way of welcome to our fair city, free of charge, even just this once, like? Welcome to Ul'dah, the shining beacon of prosperity rising from the deserts of Amal'jaa. Please select the control scheme you wish to use. Mouse and keyboard. Follow the instructions to move your character and adjust the position of the camera. When you're ready, speak to him. So, I am going to actually adjust the UI to my liking before I proceed. So, okay. After like 15 minutes of trying to make sure I copy over all my settings, I think I've got this. So, first thing I actually want to do is I want to ditch the play guide off the hotbar. I want to toss this over here. Same with that and that. So some of the key things I just want to know is obviously I have my HUD my layout kind of custom set up. This is as close as I could get it from my picture for my main character for how it's set up. The other big thing is name settings. I do have it set so that we will not see titles and people's last names will not show, or at least they'll just show abbreviated. I do also want to put surname abbreviated in the party list. So, with that said, let's go ahead and talk to Wyman and help. My numpad is off, or I'm on walk. I am just permanently on walk, apparently. Alright, I need to turn off active help because we do not need this. I know what I'm doing. Because I literally just can't walk here. It's very possible. You have to remember, I have not touched the start of the game in about 6 years. So, I'm not seeing anything. Oh yeah, the other thing I had to do is I had to set myself to legacy movement. Because that's just what I'm used to. The standard is the camera moves with your character, and I just cannot do it. So coming to Ul'dah, to be recognized as an adventurer in the city-state, I am moving this over. City-state of Ul'dah, you must register yourself with the Adventurers Guild. Oh, I wonder if... I'm going to check my key bindings, actually. Just plain to anyone with eyes that you don't know your way around here. If I let you go wandering off down the nearest dark alley, you're certain to get mugged or worse, and I don't want that on my conscience. So before you do anything else, you'll want to head over to the quicksand and speak with Momodi. She's the master of the Adventurers Guild and can set you on the right path. Just take those steps over yonder and pass through the double doors. You'll find her inside. And that's as much as you're getting for free. Good luck with the adventurer and adventurer. You've begun a quest. Use a duty list to help you complete your task. So yeah, the duty list is going to be over here. Okay, yeah, we definitely need to check key bindings. What the heck? Aha, it's my record. My record button. Oh no. Okay. It's very likely I'm gonna have to, yeah, I'm gonna have to mess with the hotbar stuff, but I will do that another time. Alright. There we go. That would be why I was walking when my regular run key was not working. Alright, so I'm really bad. I jump over, like, everything. Alright, collecting rewards has been added. Why, hello there! Who might you be? If you're looking to join the Adventurers Guild, you've come to the right place. Name's Momodi. I own this fine establishment, if it please you. If it please you. I also manage the Adventurers Guild here in Ul'dah, so you might say that looking after green adventurers like yourself is my vocation. And lucky for you that it is. Without someone like me to steer you right, you'd soon find yourself out in the middle of nowhere, caught up in business you don't understand. Like our conflict with the Amal'jaa, for example, they've been plaguing the Sultanate for forever now. Then there's the Garlean Empire. None can say for sure what they're plotting these days, only that they are. Aye, the people drink and make merry, but underneath it all, there's worry. Worry and a lingering feeling of loss. And little wonder, it's scarce been 5 years since the Lesser Moon cracked open like a giant egg, releasing an abomination in town, turning the realm into an 8th hell. So much was lost in the blink of an eye. 'Twas like the end of the world had come at last. But then things begin to get foggy. Everyone's got their own version of what happened next, some of them 2 or 3. You'd think people will remember something like that, but the fact is, they don't. Nobody does. There is one thing the survivors agree on, though. The part played by a band of adventurers who laid down their lives for a realm that wasn't their own. They fought valiantly, and like so many others, they never returned. Deeds worth remembering, I'm sure you'll agree. It's just a shame our recollections of those brave heroes are just as jumbled as those of the calamity itself. Whenever we try to call their faces to mind, it's like they're standing between us and the midday sun, permanently silhouetted. I'll bet that sounds poetic to you, doesn't it? Well, it's not. It's bloody infuriating. But even if we can't remember him, we'll not let him be forgotten. And so we call them the Warriors of Light. And they'll forever stand as a shining example of what adventurers can achieve. That's why I welcome new arrivals like yourself to our fair city. All I ask is that you lend a helping hand and try to leave Ul'dah in a better state than you found her. If you can promise that, I'd be happy to let you join the guild. Alright then, a promise is a promise now. I'm counting on your help to put the past behind us. We need people working and spending and bickering like the old days. And a happy and prosperous Ul'dah means more business for the quicksand too. Any road, let's make this official. Go ahead and write your name in the register. Neat as you can. Arya Ariana. Well, ain't that a charming name? Just rolls off the tongue, it does. Alright, Miss Ariana. On behalf of the Adventurers Guild, I officially Please, sir, be merciful. 12 is my witness. I swear to you, I'll bring you your money. In the East, it is said that even a merciful god might be driven to vengeance if thrice blasphemed. Be grateful you were given a 4th chance to offend. You two, attend to the scum. No, please, mercy! Well, ain't that a sorry sight? Not an uncommon one, if I'm honest. Don't worry, though. If you work hard, I doubt you'll end up like him. Just the same, if you ever need a bit of advice about one thing or another, pay me a visit. Just don't go bothering me every time you stub your bloody toe, alright? Of course, I do enjoy hearing a lady muse on the many manhoods of her acquaintance from time to time. Any road, welcome to Ul'dah, Arya. Take a moment to catch your breath, and I'll teach you about our fair city. Why, thank you. So yeah, my character's name is Arya Ariana. My main character is Rini Ariana, so I figured, yeah, sure, we'll keep the last name and just go with a different first name. Mainly so it's not confusing in my brain to see 2 Rini Arianas. This concludes the introductory game tutorial. You have taken the first step as an adventurer in the city of Ul'dah. Listen well to the wisdoms of Momodi, then go forth and discover the incredible adventures that await you. And like that, we're level 2! Woohoo! And I still don't see anyone, so we must still be in a special instance, because apparently we are. Alright, Momodi, the proprietress of the quicksand, wants you to perform 3 tasks that will help you learn the fundamentals of adventuring. Before you go charging off to find your fortune, I have a few basic tasks I'd like you to perform so as to help you get to know the place. First of all, I want you to visit the Aetheryte Plaza. To get there, head west from here until you reach Emerald Avenue, then look to the north. You should see a giant floating crystal called an Aetheryte. If it weren't for Aetherites traveling around the earth, it would be a damn sight more troublesome than it is. Of course, you still need to attune with them before you can use them, so be sure to do that with the one in the plaza. You ever attune with an Aetherite before, are you? If not, just lay your hand on the thing, and you'll see what I mean. When you've done that, I want you to pay a visit to the Pugilist Guild, over at the Platinum Mirage. Assuming those weapons of yours ain't just for show, you might consider training there. And finally, I want you to visit the Sapphire Avenue Exchange, over on the Steps of Fall. Goods from all across the Eorzea and beyond turn up there every day. You'll have no trouble finding armor, weapons, or anything else a fledgling adventurer like yourself might need. You might say that everything's for sale in Ul'dah, so as long as you've got the gil. Just make sure you don't pay more than you ought, Arya. There's plenty as won't... Let me try that one again. There's plenty as won't scruple to swindle unsuspecting foreigners like yourself, especially if they think no one's looking out for their best interests. Which is why I'm giving you this letter. When you visit the exchange, find a gentleman named Cesaroga and give it to him. He'll be happy to tell you about the markets once he's read it. In short, visit the Aetheryte Plaza, the Pugilist Guild, and the Sapphire Avenue Exchange. Simple. Oh, but before you go, a word of advice. There's more than a few unsavory characters out there who'll try to take advantage of you. There are also some honest-to-goodness problems who you should consider offering a helping hand to. A lot of folks are lured to the city by the promise of wealth and power. What many of them fail to realize is that instead of chasing after a guild, the moment they get here, they ought to be making friends. Let it be known that you're willing to give as much as you get, and opportunities will come your way. Speaking of which, you should speak with the smith over yonder. Those lads always have some good advice for up-and-coming adventures. Otherwise, that's about it from me. It's past time you got going. Oh, and let me know when you finish, will ya? That way I won't spend my days worrying that you are down to your small clothes without a guild to your name. Alright, we are officially in the game. And it's bugging me that I have 20 unread messages. Because this account's been around for a while. Oh yeah, definitely, I'm definitely on the server now, because I'm seeing people in chat. Oh boy. Also the fact that... Oh, yes, hello. Alright, so we have some destinations to go to. Once I get turned around here. So, yeah, we need to head for the Aetheryte. Let me do a quick look here. So, Aetheryte is there, and you'll notice these markers will tell you where to go. And, yeah, so you got all these different little mini ones. We'll get to that. But I think for now, I actually don't know how long this video is going to be because I had to adjust my settings, and I still have to adjust some stuff, namely in the form of hotkeys. But, yeah. So, this was part 1. Well, let's play Final Fantasy XIV. This is going to be a long adventure. I hope you all stick with me. This game is bloody amazing. There is a free trial up to level 60. You get the full original game plus the first expansion free on the free trial. Like, what the heck? That's just bonkers. It's literally hundreds of hours of content, depending on how much you do. So, yeah. This game is amazing, and I can't wait to share it all with you. I will obviously be doing the main story. I'm going to try and do what I can for side quests. I might not do them all. I'm really bad about side quests, but I do at least want to do stuff. Like, there's certain things. We'll get to those later. They're not really important till, like, level 50 at least, I think. Maybe 40 or something. A long ways away. So, yeah, I think it's actually 50. 45 to 50, somewhere around there. That's a long ways from here. We're level 2. We're not aren't even gonna hit level 3 from this quest. We might be level 3 by the time we walk outside. I don't know. Anyways, I also want to find my friend so I can go bug her. Anyways, yeah. Thanks for watching. This is Ed. I can't wait to share this amazing game with you. Free trial. Blah, 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 blah. Thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy the video, be sure to like, comment, and or subscribe if you're not already subscribed. If you really enjoyed it, if you really enjoy the content I do on the channel, consider supporting it. You can find links for that, including like my Patreon, down in the description. Yeah. You can also find links to me on social media there. I do randomly post some of the random adventures I do on my main character there, so, I mean, if you're just gonna be watching this from the start, there will probably be some minor spoilers in terms of, like, areas and stuff. I try not to go story spoiler on there, but, yeah. Yeah, so thank you so much for watching, and until next time, this is rinimt, signing out. Bye! It's gonna be so weird to not be playing a character in a game named Rini. I'm Arya. Rinny's my main character. Yeah.